Hey guys, it's me, Teacher Sam, and I'm here today with a much requested video. I posted a poll earlier today on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and in some of the groups saying, which of these two videos would you like to see? And I gave the option of either A, success in the classroom, or B, spilling some tea about some online ESL companies, and you guys overwhelmingly wanted to hear some drama. I'm not a drama person. 9 times out of 10, if there is drama, I'm going to leave. Like, I don't listen to it. I don't care who's arguing, who's fussing, who's fighting. I don't have time for it. But I wanted to give some enlightenment to all of my followers as to why Palfish is such a successful company right now. Recently in the news, there's been several articles that have come up about major online ESL companies that are struggling for funding. Struggling for funding. Did you hear that? I'm going to call these companies out by name. We've got companies laying people off. Okay? We have companies who are have promised teachers super high pay, and while these companies aren't having students in China, they have promised super high pay, and they've had teachers online now since November with no classes. And then you have Palfish. And Palfish, it just keeps going and going. It's like the Energizer Bunny of online ESL, okay? So I want to talk to you today about why. So let's start talking about my least favorite company first, GoGoKid. You guys know I worked for months. It took 4 months for me to get my very first paycheck from GoGoKid. They then threatened to sue me because I posted some videos about it. And I said, baby, come on. Come on. You want to sue me? Come on. I never heard another word from them. Shocking, huh? But they are laying off people. Not teachers, but they're laying off admin staff. Well, that's because those are people they have to pay either way. Teachers only get paid if they have a class. So if they're struggling, of course, the first people they're going to let go are people from their office. Now, they're saying that these people were underperforming. Out of the blue, they start laying people off. If people are underperforming, you fire them. You don't lay them off. Right? Like, I mean, I've been in the workforce now for 20 years. If people aren't doing their job right, you get rid of them. So, that makes me curious. Specifically, I had multiple problems with them as far as getting paid. It is what it is. My number 2 least favorite company right now is a company that I'm not going to say their name because they are based in the U.S. If you have any kind of inkling about anything going on in the online ESL world, you will know exactly who I'm talking about. Okay? So this company hired more than 1,000 and less than 2,000 teachers in November. They are based in the U.S. with target students, in the country around Tokyo and where they have Carnival. All right. And so this is where they were going to have all of these students. And for months and months and months, they made so many promises of all these great things that were coming. And then in about February, because the launch was supposed to be the end of January. In February, nothing. By March, they had ghosted everyone. When I say ghosted, I mean there was a super active Facebook group. Had all the teachers in it. Had like all the high level people who were all in the US. And They talked every day. You were welcome to talk about your concerns. Like, it was very welcoming. And then overnight, it went on lockdown. And when I say lockdown, I mean you can't comment on anything. It has to be approved. You cannot post anything. And they selectively approve what is allowed. A few days later, teachers who had made videos about their concerns because they were no longer able to talk to anyone started getting cease and desist letters. What? That's why I'm not saying their name, because they are based in the same country that I live in. And I don't really want to deal with an attorney right now. I'll be happy to, because I think if you're watching this, that your little signature thing you had to sign is a bunch of crap. But let us proceed. Anyway, my third least favorite company, the Big Orange VIP Kid. Okay? If you have not watched my stories and my videos, they have like over 25 and 50,000 views now, of why I'm no longer a VIP Kid. I'll link those down below. You're going to want to see those, okay? They recently made headlines in China because they are struggling to find funding. We all know that VIP Kid is the largest online ESL company. But teachers are numbers to them. Okay? And they don't care if your grandma dies, your mama dies, you're sick in the hospital dying, you have a baby a month early. If you cancel classes, you're done. Okay, end of story. Go back and watch my video, I'm telling you. In the meantime, all of these things that they have been doing, they've also been a very high-priced company. Okay? And some of the things they do, I don't quite understand their Tesol certification. I say that because I've been through the process of having my course accredited. The course that I created is a Tesol with online specialization. It is fully accredited through ICOES. And you don't have to work for Palfish to take it. Anyone can take it. It's fully, internationally accredited. But theirs isn't. So I don't quite understand how you can go to work for them and just do their Tesol when the Chinese government requires an accredited certification with a number. If you leave VIP Kids, you don't get to take that Tesol with you. So how are they skirting that? These are the things that make me wonder, because I know what I had to go through. And it was hours and hours of writing and rewriting and writing and rewriting in order to get my accreditation. But I digress. So basically, the articles that I was sent is saying that investors are concerned with the high number of free classes that Palfish students get, as well as the high number of teachers they have and the insane amount of advertising that they have to do to get student leads. A student lead is a new student that may join your program. So they advertise, and if you've ever worked for them, you've seen all of the stuff where, the subway station is completely orange, the buses, the taxis, they're all orange, and VIP Kid is everywhere, and that's fabulous, okay? That works awesome. They have more than 70,000 U.S. teachers, and they have 600,000 students. I'll put that calculation here. Okay, like that's a lot of teachers. That's a lot of students too. That's the number of students they have had register from day one. That doesn't necessarily mean that all those students are still in the program. Anyway, the other thing that they're concerned about is how much the advertising costs and how many free lessons students get. If I refer Billy Joe, I get 10 lessons for Billy Joe. Well, if I can keep going and I'm going to refer all of my little friends and their families, I can get my entire course for free. Investors look at these small details. These things concern them. And it's not like they're looking for a couple $100,000. VIP Kid is currently searching for $500 million in investors. There is some talk that they use the money from prepaid lessons to fulfill subsidies. I don't understand, and I haven't gotten clarification on exactly what that means, but that sentence of they use prepaid lessons to pay prior subsidies is something that in the article stated investors stopped in their tracks. And VIP Kid is losing their investors. They had a series of investors that were consistently behind them that are no longer there. I don't know what that means for VIP Kid. And I'm not saying be worried about your job or anything. You'll understand if you listen to all the way to the end of my video about where I'm going with this. And I forgot to say this about GoGo Kid. So there was an article printed, and I'm going to try to find the link. I know that is an article in China, so I'm not sure I'll be able to share the link. But it was in regards to GoGo Kid and their funding partner. They were previously funded by this educational company that created children's educational books. However, that company has taken a step back from GoGo Kid, and GoGo Kid is with a new company. I don't know anything about the new company, but anytime a major investor like that changes, a lot of the dynamics of your company are going to change. And that could be why there's some layoffs going on. So I've said all of this about these 3 companies that I don't like in order to tell you why working at Palfish is amazing and why we don't really have to worry. I talked about how all the advertising, all of these companies have to do. Every single one of these companies are paying insane amounts of advertising every single month for new students. They are paying amounts that are scary, even for someone who's business minded. And if I look at the amount of revenue they have coming in versus what they have going out every month, and then you look at their advertising cost, sometimes they're spending 2 times their monthly profit in advertising. Baby, that means you're not turning enough leads. All right. So Palfish, how do I praise this company without just making you seem like I want your referral? Don't get me wrong. I would love it if you signed up under me. I do coach everyone who does. If you have signed up under me, please leave a comment below to let everyone know what your experience was like. But my job is to help everyone who comes through to be a better teacher. I'm a mentor, and I take that job very, very seriously. With Palfish, you have a group of teachers whose main job is to help you to be the best Palfish teacher you can be. That's not something any of the other companies do. With the other companies, you are a number, and you ding, 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 email to a random person in customer service or at the help desk. Not with Palfish. With Palfish, you have an admin and you have a mentor, and you can talk to both of them. Most of the time, mentors can help you. And we're there to help you, to coach you, to guide you through the process, to help you be more successful. But here's why Palfish is thriving when other online ESL companies are struggling. And it's because of the reading app. The Palfish reading app is one of the most downloaded children's educational apps in China. It's a free app. Parents download it all the time. Well, guess what? There's our student pool. Those are the students who are coming for trials. Palfish isn't having to spend an exorbitant amount of money on advertising because students are coming to us in droves to play on the Palfish reading app. Tell me that's not brilliant. Okay? I'm just saying, that's why we're doing so well. Palfish has grown so much in the last 3 years. The sky is really the limit. We not only teach adults, but we teach children too. There's the official kids course, and then there's free talk. Free talk is you can talk about your phone, you can talk about the post-it notes, like cooking, politics, whatever floats your boat or your student's boat. But the root of it is, Palfish isn't having to worry about these extreme amounts of money for advertising. That's why we are still getting trials. They're not laying off, they're hiring. And if you're interested in online ESL, this is probably going to be a great place for you. Okay? I have a lot of videos posted here. Feel free to subscribe. I do post a lot of videos every week. And I have some playlists that are with other teachers because several mentors post videos. We post videos to help you. Okay? Palfish likes to go live guys, it's Saturday night. Palfish likes to go live on Facebook. They post YouTube videos, and they interact with us on the app, and that's priceless. If you have questions or concerns, or just something you'd like to say about Palfish, feel free to comment. I always answer every single one. You can email me. My email address is below. If you're on the Palfish app, my Palfish name is Teacher Sam YT for YouTube. In the meantime, guys, I hope that I get to see you in our classrooms very soon. Bye!